One of my favorite things around dating and sex and family and relationships and monogamy and all these topics around human relationships, people come into my office and they say, "Oh, I've got a doozy for you," or "I'm really uncomfortable sharing what I'm about to share with you." And I will say calmly, "I have been a Las Vegas therapist for 25 years. Do the math." Meaning, if you think you're going to shock me or embarrass me or I don't know anything. I have worked with people in the sex industry. I've worked with strippers. I've worked with sex workers, porn stars, highly priced escorts, one of whom reminded me she made a lot more money than I did or do. And so I don't have a lot of judgment. And again, as a therapist, my job is to keep my personal biases to myself, and I can work with anyone, even if I don't agree with their lifestyle, and they come to me for support. Now, having said that, the question today is, what is a healthy boundary with an ex? And is it possible to be friends with an ex? Now, the easy answer is yes, it absolutely is. I am friends with people that I have had, relationships with, and I still stay in touch occasionally and that kind of stuff. So there's really no prohibition. Where it becomes dicey is really your new partner. And so we'll talk about that. I see everyone in the spectrum of human relationships, meaning absolute monogamy with a lot of possessiveness and jealousy. Forgive me, but people who are, completely open, but that they are transparent. They have access to each other's phones. They disclose absolutely everything. They are a one person, meaning no open relationship, no extramarital or extra relationship affairs, and so on. And that is absolutely a choice. Now, I also work with people at the other end of the spectrum who are in what we call open or polyamorous relationships that really run the gamut from sex clubs, swinging parties, multiple partners, like a throuple, which is a couple, only three people who live together in a relationship, and so on. And I'm not going to go into all the permutations of that, but you can imagine that there are very, very many variations and permutations of the human condition that way. I have no judgment, but it has to work for all the parties involved. So I would say to you is it possible to navigate being friends with an ex? You have to ask your current partner about that, and you have to really make a case for if it's possible for you, and if they are okay with you being friends with your ex. And I'm not even going to talk gender here. Any friend, any ex, any partner of any kind, have the conversation and honor the relationship. And your relationship, and I am a couples therapist, is all about the communication and all about the ground rules and all about what's okay for you and both of you. And sometimes there are deal breakers. And I've had many instances where couples will come in as a couple and say, "We would like to open this relationship. Let's talk about that." And we will do several sessions setting the ground rules about what that would look like, only to find out at the end of it, when it actually happens, it doesn't work. Now, I wish it did. I'm sorry. I wish it did. In an ideal world, it would work, but I find in my practice, in my clinical practice, that it sounds like a good idea, and in practice, polyamory and open relationships aren't as successful as you would think.